Sliding open the door to a closet, Ayaka looked at the numerous clothes that she had purchased from one of the stores in the city above them. Before heading to sleep, she had quickly hung up the clothes and organized them. I'm probably going to need to be able to move around easily if I'm going to be going into the portal, Ayaka talked to herself. Before thinking about a shirt to wear, Ayaka opened up a drawer that was filled with undergarments. There were numerous bras of various colors, patterns, and styles. But instead of the typical bra, her hands reached for one that looked like a top. If I'm going to be running around fighting monsters, it's probably better for me to wear this. Ayaka pulled out something that she was told was a sports bra. Compared to bras that she was used to, this didn't need to be unclasped. There were numerous versions that were available, but the one that she chose was one that she could put on like a shirt. Putting the black bra over her head, it wasn't much time until she was stretching the fabric over her breasts. I didn't realize that there was such a stretchy fabric, Ayaka thought to herself. Different from a bra, what she had on hugged her body closely. She could tell right away that she wouldn't have to worry about her breasts swinging during combat. With the bra on, Ayaka walked to where the shirts were hung up. Quickly taking a glance, she reached for something that looked like a regular white shirt that she'd have worn after school was finished. Since I have my leather armor, I don't need to wear anything fancy, Ayaka thought as she removed the shirt off of the hanger. Putting on the shirt, Ayaka then went to a different drawer that had items such as panties and pulled out something that looked like shorts. The fabric was similar to the sports bra, where it would stretch as she put it on. Balancing herself, she inserted her foot into the opening before balancing again for the other. The black undergarments slid up her smooth legs and eventually covered the important areas. She didn't bother with putting on panties because she was worried that they would get wedged between her cheeks as she moved around quickly. Closing the drawers, Ayaka moved to where her skirts were hanging. She reached for a slightly above the knee black skirt. The nice thing about the skirt was how she just had to wrap it around her waist and then clasp it. Just looking at the clasp, there was no worry about it coming undone as she ran around. Grabbing some black knee-high socks, she smoothly slid her feet into them. I feel like I'm getting ready for school, Ayaka giggled as she thought about what she was doing. If it wasn't for the large naginata in my closet, I'd have forgotten about what I was going to do for the day. Sighing at how silly she was behaving, she went to where her leather armor was stored. Compared to taking it off, putting the armor on was harder and more time consuming. There were a couple of times where she didn't strap the armor correctly, but eventually she was finished. Placing her hands under her hair, she made sure that her hair was free under the armor. Grabbing her naginata, Ayaka left her closet and headed into the bathroom. Checking herself out, she winked. It's not something I'd wear for hanging out with friends, but I guess this will have to do. Normally, she wouldn't be wearing so much black, but her decision was on dirt and blood, possibly getting on her outfit. In addition to that, wearing black and white matched with the armor slightly. If I save enough for upgrading my armor, I want to get something that looks a bit nicer to wear. Ayaka sighed. Even though she wasn't super into fashion and her appearance, it didn't mean that she enjoyed sticking out like a sore thumb in a crowd. Doing some last-minute checks to see if she missed anything, turning her body slightly left and right, she nodded her head approvingly.